Mark Moore with Christafari, and we have some exciting news. We want you to be a part of our team. We're not talking about donating or sending us on a mission trip. We're talking about joining Christafari. But I don't have musical talent, you may say. Well, guess what? We are still looking for people just like you that can help partner with us. You see, here's the truth. For the last few years, we've been very prolific. We've been accomplishing a lot and doing a lot. We've been doing about, 12 music videos per year. We have done about 100 concerts per year and released one album or two albums per year. That's a whole lot. Essentially, we're burning the candle at both ends and in the middle because we've been doing this on a skeleton crew of 3 to 5 people working full-time and touring. It's exhausting. So what we want to do from here on out is, for the sake of our sanity, is work smarter, not harder, and that means to grow our team. So Nikita, tell us about some of the opportunities we have.
Yes, I'm so excited. We have over a dozen positions for you guys to apply. So we are going to go down the list and let you know what those are. First one I want to start with is videographer.
Okay, videographer. What we're talking about here is we have some great directors like Luis Juarez, Javier Del Cid. We're not necessarily looking for the next big music video director. What we're looking for is someone that has a great grasp of the English language, that can take a bunch of interviews and take videos that have been shot throughout a tour and put them together, make a composite of a compelling story that keeps you engaged. Someone who has an actual reel, who can actually send us stuff that they've done before. So you have to know English. You don't have to be an American or United States citizen or even have a green card, but you have to know how to film and how to edit. So that's what we're looking for, specifically the editing skill, because we have a lot of stuff that we've already filmed that we need to have edited, and we want to have basically a story for every tour that we've done recently.
Number 2 is we need a manager.
Okay, now this is the real challenge. What we're looking for here is someone that's really proactive. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. You just have to be a self-starter. You have to be somebody who thinks outside the box, who wants the box to grow. You have to be somebody who has a heart for reaching the lost at any cost, who loves what we do, who believes in what we do, and wants to live and breathe Christafari and grow not this band, but the ministry, the kingdom ministry of kingdom building and seeing as many souls saved as possible.
Also, a booking agent.
Now, this is where we're going to go through a few of these things. These people do not need to live here or even be here. They could be in another state. They could even be in another country if they have experience. But essentially what we're looking for is someone to control, to handle our agenda, someone who's really, really good at organization, somebody who's good at details, somebody who's proactive. Now, you can be a manager and a booking agent and some of these other things. It's possible to do 5 or even 7 of these things, but what we really, really need is someone who can help fill up those 100 ministry opportunities each year.
Also, we need a tour nanny.
Tour nanny. Now, all of the ones we've said so far, you need to understand English. You need to be able to speak English. You can't be a booking agent or be a manager and not speak and write English very well. And the same thing with being a nanny. Is ultimately, it's a hybrid job. What we're looking for isn't just somebody to watch our 5-year-old daughter, 6 now, my gosh, she just lost her first tooth and she is the cutest thing in the world. We don't just want somebody to watch her. We want someone that can also teach her and help homeschool her. And ultimately, though, even beyond that, that can go on tours with us and essentially be a mother helper. Touring, if you can imagine, my wife, she sings and plays bass. She's ministering every single night. She's a mother. It's exhausting. She needs someone that can help her ease the burden. When our daughter is jet lagged and wakes up at 5 a.m. and Avian has only had 2 hours of sleep, we need somebody that can be there to help. So that's the kind of thing we're looking for.
Number 4, because we travel to so many countries, we need a tour translator.
Now, this is where it is specific to your region, to your dialect. What we're not looking for is someone that can speak a little English and speak their own dialect. What we are looking for is someone that can translate me on stage as I preach the gospel each night. Every single one of our concerts, every single one of them, we preach the clear, undiluted gospel of the good news of Jesus Christ. And we need someone that can understand the scriptural quotes that I'm saying, the stories, the analogies, and that can tie in those American sayings and American analogies to something in Spanish or Portuguese or wherever your language of choice is or of understanding is. You have to know English almost as well.
Because tour is also hectic, we need a tour manager.
Okay, now again, this is one of those things where it is possible to be the booking agent, the manager, and the tour manager. It's a lot of work. That person would have to live this, but we've seen it done in the past. Tour manager is someone who takes this hectic schedule and negotiates things, and they're on the tour. They're essentially the greatest servant. It is a tough job, but it is the job. They're basically the pilot, the captain. I may be saying, hey, here's the map, we're going over here, but they're the one who makes it happen, who finds those problems before they're gonna take place and solves them and deals with issues, whether it's lodging, whether it's our schedule, pickups, drop-offs, sound checks, all that stuff, and make sure that everything runs smoothly with stage.
Also, financial accounting, someone that knows money.
You know, I spend at least a week or 2 weeks out of each year slaving over the numbers, and it is a pain in the butt. I don't know about you, but I got like D's and F's in math. And so it's one of those things where I feel like there's certain times where I feel like I'm doing everything, and this is one of those things that I need to let go of. So if you have an accounting background, if you have a financial background of any sort, and you know what the heck you're doing, specifically if you've worked with ministries before, if you have some sort of track record, see, we need to be able to trust you also. That's a very serious thing, but ultimately what we're looking for is someone that can help us deal with all this. We have over $100,000 worth of flights and lodging and travel alone each year. It is a nightmare for me to have to deal with and write songs and write videos and perform. So we need somebody that can help in that.
Yep. Another skill that we really need on our team is being a writer or just simply a good editor.
Okay, now this is where we can tell you the story, and I've been doing a lot of the writing over the years, but writing the support letters, writing the emails, putting all that stuff together, it's a lot of work and it's taxing. If someone could hear those stories from me and from us and glean that and then shape it in a way where it makes sense and it's easy to read, this has to be someone who is an English A+ student, someone who knows the difference between whether you capitalize after a colon or a semicolon and all this stuff. Certain things that I just don't know. So I want to encourage you. Right now, I'm the best grammatical person in the band. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're looking for somebody that's better than me that can shape a story.
Plus, talking about stories, you all know Instagram, Facebook, we need a social media guru.
Yeah, I hate stories, and I'm talking about Instagram stories. I just don't like them because they just disappear after 24 hours. And I was one of those guys who, over the years, have always been rebelling against hashtags and things like that. So we need someone. This has to be someone who knows social media inside and out, who can anticipate the next move in it, who reads it, who studies it. Somebody who's done this in the past, because we've built up quite a following in social media. Probably about, if you count YouTube, we're talking about maybe 200,000 followers amidst all the networks. We need somebody that can shape that and use that to help us reach the lost at any cost. They have to know hashtags. They have to know all the different formats. They have to know how to post and how to post without spelling or grammatical errors.
Also, we have a website. We could use some web designing, maintenance, and graphic designing.
And this is, again, one of those things that I just don't want to get involved with. In fact, she's been the one doing that for a little while. So essentially, here's what we're looking for. These are a few different jobs. One is graphic design. We're looking for someone who every week can come up with a few images for us that we can use, whether it's for a concert poster, whether it's to promote the next video, whatever. We need graphic design. And then in addition to that, we need someone that can do webmaster, basically. We have our website. We need someone that can update it regularly and just geek out on it. I just don't know that stuff. I'm not in the matrix, yo.
Okay, plus many places means many people means many emails. We need someone that can help us with data entry.
Okay, yeah, so essentially what we have is we have a bunch of email addresses that we've collected, or let's say all the people who are on my phone. How do we get that added to our actual email list so that those people can be up to date? So essentially we need somebody who just wants to geek out and do some data entry in Jesus' name to help build kingdom work.
As you've seen, we have a lot of YouTube videos, but we could use some translation to Spanish or Portuguese.
Yeah, so fala português, entende? Entende nada. So what we need is someone that really understands English and Spanish. English and Portuguese, that can take the words of videos like this and put the text below so that people from our biggest countries, did you know our biggest country is not America? It is Brazil. And probably our third biggest is either Argentina or Colombia. And so some of our biggest fans in the world just hear blah, blah, blah. Like what they hear is Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, 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 wah. So we want to help them.
We also need a music video crew and creative team.
And so this is where you may not be a director, you may not be an editor, but you like, hey man, I can hold a light like nobody. Well, if you want to join us every month, we're filming somewhere, somehow, and we would love to have you involved, especially if you live in Los Angeles.
Did you know we're getting ready for a new video? We need an authentic Jesus-looking guy.
Yeah, you almost said an authentic Jesus. I'm like, I got myself an authentic Jesus. I don't know about you. But we're looking for someone that looks like not the Ted Nugent, Axl Rose looking blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus. We're looking for someone that actually, well, looks like they were raised in the Middle East. Looks, brown skin, dark hair, not blue eyes. Sorry, but so essentially we're looking for that.
Also, we are in the South Bay. Do you have any free storage space for us?
We are currently renting and paying $120 some odd a month for a 5x8, and we don't want to have to be spending that. It's not the wisest use of our missionary funds. And so we need to store these speakers somewhere for when we do ministry and Indian reservations. If you have half of a garage space or something like that, or any sort of place that we could store and get access to a few times a month if necessary, that would be incredible. That would save us a lot.
Okay, I got 3 more for you. This is the music part. Drum roll, we need a drummer.
Okay, now people are probably watching this saying, dang, well, they don't have a band. We actually do have a band. In fact, in just a few days, 15 of us are going to be heading down to Central America. We have a drummer through the end of August, and his name is Levi, and he is incredible. He's a brasileiro. He's from Brazil, but he is going to school in September. And so we need someone that can either fill in for a semester, but ideally in a perfect world, what we're looking for is someone that has a green card, that can tour in America freely, and that can tour outside of America, come and go freely, that knows reggae and or is the tightest groove feel. I mean, you hear that? That's talent. You got to be able to do that. And my wife, she's very critical. She's a bassist. Second she hears that hi-hat work or this or that, she'll be like, no, not going to work. So we need someone who's a musical genius, who loves Jesus like nobody's business, who wants to be a musicianary with us.
Yep. The next position is a sax player.
Now, this is something we are looking for locally, someone that could work with us in the studio, maybe do some local shows with. It may not mean extensive touring, but you never know. Ideally, though, this person has to have a green card, this person, and or be a U.S. citizen, and have some soul. Be able to move on stage. If we need you on stage, you got to be able to control that stage and move around. We're not talking no Kenny G stuff. We're talking real kind sax.
Final one, we need a female singer who can dance.
She wants to cry when she says that because she's dancing right now. Go ahead, give me the dance. Give me the dance. That's right.
There you go.
All right, so here's the honest truth. A lot of the things that we're asking for right now, one person or another at one time or another was doing for the most part. The changes, the transitions we've been seeing in the ministry is, well, I said that we're doing about 100 shows a year, and that is a lot. on families. That's taxing if they're leaving family members behind. This one over here, who has been serving with us for about 2 years, 1 year full-time, show it. Yeah, somebody put a ring on it, darn it. We congratulate her. And we're also going to congratulate the next person who comes in and who can sing with us. We're going to miss her sorely, but what we can't do is have her get married and then say, peace out, hubby. You know, just saying goodbye to the husband for a year. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be wise. That wouldn't be biblical. We want to put our family as our first ministry. And so Nikita is going to continue to serve in a different capacity, but she will not be able to do all these international tours with us. So essentially what we're looking for is someone that can sing and dance. Not just someone that can sing, not just someone that can dance. If you can't control the stage, if you can't command people's attention, well, quite honestly, keep singing in the shower or at karaoke night. But what we're looking for is someone, ideally someone of a different ethnicity. And this isn't me being racist. This is just me being honest. 90% of the places we go, people don't look like me. And what we want is for those people to look up on stage and see someone there that they identify with. So whether they're Filipina, whether they're Latina, whether they're Italiano, whatever, I don't know, just someone that represents the people that we're trying to reach. Brasilera, I think isn't. See, I don't even. This is why we need a translator. Going back to that. Anyways, if you can sing, if you can dance, we really, really, really want you to apply. But you have to pass her test.
There you go. So if you are ready, check out www.christafari.com/apply and fill out the application.
So there it is, Christafari.com/apply. Join us. We can't wait to minister, to reach the lost at any cost.
And reaching the nations.
And make disciples of all nations. She failed that one. God bless you guys.